Morning everybody, it's Sunday morning and watched a couple of videos of Peetz in the last day or two. The one where he was saying how depressed he was and intimating really that he was suicidal. You know, the belief that he could be suicidal. I can't fault people for thinking that, because that's the way he came across. And then, I mean, I was watching him very carefully. I know quite a lot about depression, believe me, and I've been hospitalised because of it on one occasion, and I'm going through it again now for similar reasons, because of grief over my husband. It's not something to be taken lightly. I'm on an antidepressant tablet which doesn't seem to be helping, escitalopram, but I know that there's a reason behind why I am like I am. And I was watching Peetz on this video, and I'll show you a little bit of...
Even though I didn't read any of them.
Even though
I didn't read any of the kind messages.
No.
Like I said, I just wasn't actually looking for...
He didn't want any kind messages.
No, I don't have Hulu. I don't think.
He said he thrives on
think we have Hulu?
negative.
I don't remember. I don't remember if we've got Hulu. Pamela771, thank you very much. Hope you're feeling better. Thank you very much.
The super chats were rolling in.
No, depressed means depressed.
Look.
Like, Luna Bear, holy crap, thank you very much. Hope you're feeling better. We love you. Is Chantal okay with what's happening right now? Seattle Sapphire's low carb world. Holy crap.
$20, $25.
Positive vibes and love. Try to stay out there.
He had one for $49.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much to both Luna Bear and Seattle Sapphire. And Missy Minaj, happy to see you today. Please take care of yourself. Go wake Chantal up and tell her what her creep is doing. Lizzie, hugs. Sorry, I know you don't like them, but I need one too. Fair enough, Lizzie. Thank you very much.
This...
Gitchy, I'm still depressed. I'm just...
No,
I'm
you're
just
not.
hiding it because I'm on live.
No, you're not.
Florida Kilos, thank you very much. Hope your week gets better.
He did say...
Any new comics?
Still... Any new comics?
Don't really have the disposable cash at the moment to hit the comic shop yet.
Doesn't have the cash at the moment, so he needs to get some money in.
MG.
Via super chats. Via views.
You don't deserve it, nice butt. You got this. Thank you very much. I think I saw you say something like that yesterday as well.
He did say in his same video,
shout out to Billy,
which got 13,000 views. 13,000.
Yelp super chat, promise me you.
And his depression one got 21,000 views. So the money's rolling in quite nicely there for him.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel.
No, go away, I don't listen to you anymore. Fake. It isn't easy to diagnose depression. It takes a professional to diagnose depression. You can't self-diagnose depression. You can say you're feeling down, you can say you're feeling miserable, but until you actually see a psychiatrist, as I have, then you can't diagnose depression. I think that's also in my experience, both from being under medical help and from being on the other side of helping other people when I worked for social services, I think that the common thing was that people would tend to hide these feelings. They wouldn't go around saying, I'm depressed, I'm depressed. Because there's still, despite education, there's still such a stigma attached to it. You know, if you're working and you say you're off with a bad back, for example, that can't be disproven, can it? So people will say, you're a malingerer. Equally, with depression, people can fake it. You can have so many weeks off work in the UK before having to get a doctor's note, I believe. So for those few weeks, you can be just feeling down and low and get yourself a doctor's note to say that you're under their care and malinger. But Peetz doesn't have a job. He's already getting some kind of benefits. He doesn't work. So why would he fake depression? Why would he expound it to thousands of people, tens of thousands of people on YouTube? And then the next video is, are you okay, bro? Pretty upbeat. So why would he do it? If he's faking it, which I believe he is, why would he do it? Well, there's two reasons. One reason is because he's lonely. He only has Chantal. He doesn't go out the house. Chantal is over at Nada's most of the time. So Peetz only has the cats for company. And that probably weighs on him as well because he doesn't like responsibility. So there's a loneliness there. They weren't living as partners as such, you know, sleeping together or anything like that, but it was sort of a marriage of a kind because they were living together. You know, they've been living together for quite a time now. So suddenly she's not there and she's over at Nada's. So it's lonely. And then the second reason is because he's jumped, well, no, he hasn't jumped on the bandwagon. He's been on the bandwagon all the time. The three amigos, Chantal, Nada and Peetz, are all in it to cash grab. And Peetz is now starting to do very well, just as Chantal does, just as Nada started doing. And now Peetz, there's Nada with his cooking, and there's Peetz with his fake depression. So missing Chantal and loneliness, and because he wants acknowledgement and rewards, he wants something more than he's getting. So to come on YouTube and, as I say, expound about his terrible depression, a dark place in his head, he can't see any hope. And what would the reward be? He said he thrives on negative comments rather than positive comments. He doesn't bother replying to the positive comments. But why would he thrive on the negative? I don't understand that. So that's a load of bullshit as well, folks. That's a load of rubbish as well. So he wants reward, acknowledgement from the YouTube community, money via the AdSense because of the views. He's getting 21,000, 13,000 views on two separate videos. That's 34,000 views. Depression and are you okay, bro? he was very upbeat on this one. He was nearly hopping out of his chair, jumping out of his chair, and dancing round with excitement at all the super chats he was getting. $49, $20, $25, and $5 here and $5 there. So he was very excited about all that, and he did say he doesn't expect super chat money forever. It's just helping him through this hard time. How does money help you when you're depressed? You know, he admitted that he doesn't expect the money forever, just for now. Of course you expect it. Fake. 40 years of age, he hasn't got a family doctor, so I presume he's never seen a doctor. He needs to get to one. He needs to get I'm sure he could read up on depression and go in and fake it in that monotone voice of his, and speak to the doctor in that robotic voice, so that the doctor almost falls into a coma. And Peetz will get his little note saying he's depressed. But where would that note go? Because he's not employed, is he? Oh, he is employed. He's employed by Chantal. He's working with Chantal. He's working with Nada. The bloke he says he's, the bloke he calls a Mother F. He's working with him. No, Peet's got no fear of saying some horrible things about him to keep the drama going. Do you think he'd do that if he really thought that Nada, stabby, known to be a violent man who stabbed 2 people, do you think that Peetz would be talking that way if there was any remote possibility that Stabby would come for him? Of course he wouldn't. This is all scripted drama. All of it. A whole lot. Chantal was saying in her video that when she makes it big, which she clearly expects to do, big, she's going to pay for all the visas to come to her. Well, by that time, she'll have a mansion. She'll have something like Dollywood. And she's going to pay for all the visas to come visit. There's 500 of them. So that's a lot of air tickets, isn't it? 500 air tickets. So how much does Chantal expect to be making in the next few years? Just before I disappear off, I've got a sore throat this morning actually. I don't know whether you can tell. I'm not taking in enough fluid. Chantal drove to Papa John's and yesterday. Hadn't been there before, so she was all excited, but also she was tearful, she was crying, she was this and that and all, you know, the whole caboodle. But when she'd gone off camera, as though whether it was to go in to get her meal or what it was, when she came back on, she said that the police had come and banged on her car door to check on her because somebody had phoned them to tell them that this woman was driving around Gatineau with and she'd been smoking dope and she was as high as a kite. So she said the police knocked on the door and looked in her eyes and everything, gave her whatever tests need to be given and gave her a clear bill, you know. She was fine to drive all this nonsense. So if you believe that, you believe anything. She doesn't want to talk about Nada anymore. I'm not quite sure what the content's going to be, but we'll have to see, won't we? Because, of course, it's going to come back. She's going to have to inveigle her way back into the good books of a lot of her supporters who have left her. Let's see if she can do it. It's going to be interesting. And in the meantime, old Peetz is raking in the dough. Raking in the dough. Way to go, Peetz. Way to go, bro. Speak to you later.